All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about how your business can build a real, powerful connection with a loyal, local audience through the Towson Torch. We'll explore how trust can be your single most effective marketing tool. You know, in this digital age we're all in, trust is everything. It's the ultimate currency. But there's a huge trust gap out there. Just look at these numbers. 80% of adults trust their local news. Social media? Only 41%. That's not a gap, that's a canyon. And that canyon is exactly where your opportunity is. But here's the thing, there's been a problem locally. For a long time, if you Googled Towson, you'd get hit with a wave of negative stories. And that paints a picture that just isn't the whole story. It doesn't reflect the amazing community we actually have. That affects everybody, residents and, of course, businesses.
So the big question is, how do you break through all that noise and reach people in a place they actually trust and feel good about? Well, that's exactly what we're here to talk about.
It all started with a pretty simple but I think powerful idea. We decided to create a news source that intentionally focuses on the good stuff, the people, the businesses, and the events that really make our community a great place to live. I love this slide because it just lays it all out crystal clear. On one side, you've got everything the Torch is about: trust, local stories, arts, and business. And on the other side, everything we are not. No crime, no politics, no biased, divisive clickbait. This was a very conscious choice, to build an environment that's positive and trustworthy from the ground up. So what does this all boil down to? The Towson Torch isn't just another news website. It's a carefully curated platform built on a foundation of positive, unbiased local news. And because of that focus, we've created a space that people genuinely look forward to visiting every single week. Okay, so because of that positive vibe, we've built this really specific, really valuable audience. Let's actually dig into who you'll be connecting with. And when we say local, we mean local. Our focus is absolutely laser sharp. As you can see on the map, we're right in the heart of Towson, but our reach stretches across the key spots in North Baltimore County and the city. We're talking about the very neighborhoods where your customers live, work, and shop. So get this, every single month, we connect with over 30,000 people. That's a pretty powerful reach when you combine our website, our weekly newsletter, and our social media. And listen, we're not talking about just any audience here. Our readers are established, they're affluent, with an average household income of $150,000. These are consumers with real purchasing power. Now this number right here is my favorite. It just screams loyalty. Our weekly newsletter has a 59% open rate. To put that in perspective, the industry average is somewhere around 20%. So this isn't just casual scrolling. This is dedicated, can't wait to read it every week engagement. And if we break that down even further, our audience is mostly women between the ages of 34 and 65. So why does that matter to you? Well, this demographic represents the key decision makers in the household, the community leaders in the greater Towson area. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This trust we've built, it's being recognized by other leaders in media. When the sports editor of a major publication like the Baltimore Banner calls what we do a must-read, you know we're doing something right. And that respect from the pros, it's felt right here at home. This quote from a local resident really says it all. He calls it authentic and informed. That's the kind of connection you can only get when you're truly a part of the community you serve. So when you put it all together, that deep trust, that engaged, affluent audience, it's no wonder that these amazing brands, both local and national, like Stanley Black & Decker, Fogo de Chão, and the Townsend Chamber of Commerce, are already partnering with us. They get the value of showing up in a trusted space. Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does this actually mean for your business? What do the results look like? Let's walk through a real-life case study. Let me tell you about Charles Village Pub in Towson. They had a problem a lot of you might recognize. July is always their slowest month. Dead slow. They needed a way to get people in the door during that summer slump. So here's what we did. The challenge was clear. Beat the slow month. The solution? We created a sponsored article that didn't feel like an ad. It solved a problem for parents and coaches by positioning CVP as the perfect, easy spot for end-of-season team parties. And the results? They were almost immediate. We're talking 4 to 5 new large party bookings in just the first 30 days. But wait, it gets even better. And this is the real magic of what we do. This wasn't a one-and-done campaign. As you can see, that article now ranks on Google for people searching for party venues.
It's become a long-term, evergreen asset that keeps bringing new customers to CVP months and even years later. That is the power of good content in a trusted place.
So that's what we did for CVP. The big question now is, how can we create a similar success story for you? Let's check out the options.
We meet our audience right where they are, which means we can put your business right where they are too. You can reach them directly on the Towson Torch website and right in their email inbox with our weekly newsletter they love. And look, we know one size doesn't fit all. That's why we have a bunch of different ways to partner up, all designed to hit your specific business goals. Whether you want to tell your story with an in-depth article, build brand awareness with banner ads, or be front and center in our newsletter, we've got you covered. Let's circle all the way back to where we started this conversation. It all comes down to trust. People place 3 times more trust in ads they see on local news sites compared to what they see on social media. When you advertise with the Torch, your message isn't just another ad they scroll past. It's a recommendation from a trusted friend.
Look, the foundation is already built. The trust is here. The audience is here, and they're listening. So if you're ready to align your brand with a positive, respected voice in our community and really put the power of local trust to work for you, let's talk.